welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is your favorite show, Daily Calls, a show that answers all your stock-related queries. In case you're here for the first time, the WhatsApp number is flashing on your screens. That's where you send me all your questions. Don't forget to mention your own name, location and your contact details as well so that we can give you an opportunity to speak to our top market experts live on the show and take a custom-made advice. Now, you can also log on to Business Today, our YouTube channel, and go on to the Daily Calls live. Use the comment section there. Send me your questions and I'll be happy to address some of those too with our top guest. Let me introduce to you now our guest on the show who will be addressing all your queries today. Mr. Akshay Bhagwat joins in, Senior Vice President of Derivatives Research at JM Financial, now joining in. Warm welcome to you, Akshay. Good to have you with us. Finally, after 3 days of pain, we are finally seeing some signs of green. It emerged yesterday and it's the fourth trading session, weekly expiry, but 135 points of a gain on the Nifty, above 24,750. Does it look sustainable at all?
Good afternoon, Sakshi. Yes, it's been almost 18 trading sessions that Nifty has been confined in a trading range. Clearly, the levels which I see on the technical charts are the support of 24,450 and the resistance at 25,100.
Yeah.
Now, it's more of a breather which the market is taking before it charts out the new course of action. Tomorrow is the MPC meet. So clearly after today is the MPC meet. By tomorrow, the market will react to it. You will have more clarity in which the direction the market would go. Overall, I believe Nifty is still healthy, still in a positive traction and looking forward for targets of 25,500 on the positional front.
Okay, fair point. So that's as far as the Nifty is concerned. Nowadays, high 0.6% higher. You can see a sudden spurt that is being seen in the market right now on the frontline index, which is now up 24,780 at this point. What is contributing? Reliance Industries, 33 points being contributed by Reliance today to this rally that's unfolding. ICICI Bank is also contributing nearly 29 points. We have Eternal that's contributing 20 points. Look at a Zumato share, 259. A smart move that has unfolded. HDFC Bank trend. These are some of the other stocks that are contributing on the positive zones. Akshay, before we come to specific stocks and sectors that we want to ask you from, we have a lot of questions coming in from our YouTube viewers and WhatsApp viewers. So we'll start taking some questions, come back to the market discussion in a bit. Gopal Krishna wants to know about IEX, India's Energy Exchange. And the buying price here is 201, 6,000 shares is the quantity. Wants to know whether he should add on more, continue to hold on to his existing position. What exactly would you advise here?
For IEX, I think see the broader trend is positive, but we are trading at a short-term resistance zone, which is around 210. This is on the weekly charts, and right now at 196, since we are nearing a resistance zone, breaking clear of the resistance in one go looks a bit difficult. So you have to give more time to this trade. Ideally, minimum 3 months plus holding can see a possible breakout above the resistance which I speak of, and possibly after that breakout you can look forward for targets of 270. So it's a hold, but from short-term trading perspective, do not expect more fireworks. The resistance has to break for the next level of momentum pickup in IEX.
Okay, Gopal, I hope this has answered your questions. Sandeep wants to know about Vedanta now and wants to know whether I can buy Vedanta shares right now. What could be the short-term target on this one as well? Let's look at the Vedanta shares. At the moment, 437 is the current price. Last 5 days, it has been muted. 1 month, 4% uptick. 6 months, it's been absolutely sideways as well. Last 1 year, again, it has been absolutely choppy and within a tight range. Any suggestion on Vedanta? Are things looking up or no?
See, metals have been doing well in the last couple of months, and if you look at the price chart of Vedanta, that is one of the stocks in the metals pack which has been more sideways. The momentum gain or growth is not compared to the other stocks in metals pack. So I believe it's a slow mover, but technically still very strongly placed on the charts. 400 is a strong support zone, and the way the technical prices are set up, I think 520 is the broader target price for Vedanta. So the suggestion is to hold this. Might take some more time, probably 6 months plus, but hold is the call on Vedanta.
Hold is what exactly the call has been given to you, Sandeep. Hope this has answered your question. Next, we have Nancy writing in. She says, "Hi, good afternoon. Could you let me know if you see the recent trend in Hoodco going up, and what exactly should my strategy be on Hoodco? We have been seeing that every time high levels are seen, there is persistent selling. So, will it happen this time around as well?" PSU stocks also have started to gain some momentum, but it's been one of the erstwhile rally favorite stocks, Hoodco. We have seen in the past when the PSU stocks were in thick trade, this stock really had outperformed, but it's been for quite a long time that the stock has now consolidated. What are the technical charts saying now on Hoodco?
Well, Hoodco has seen a good recovery in the last 3 months from 160 to 240 as it trades right now. So the recovery has been healthy, but currently we are nearing a trading resistance zone, which is around 250 odd levels from where we saw some bit of profit taking lately. So from here for the next round of up move, it is going to take some time. Some more sideways consolidation or distribution is possible. More of a long-term candidate, but if you do give more time to this trade, I think 300 is in the making. So time is the key here. At the current levels, it is at resistance, so do not expect a breakout very soon. Some bit of a correction is possible from the current levels, but long-term, yes, hold for targets of 300 is the call on Holdco.
Got it. Let's take a caller live on the show. We have Somalia Biswas joining in from Kolkata with his question. Hi Somalia, how are you?
आई एम गुड आप कैसे हैं?
मैं बिल्कुल ठीक हूँ Somalia. Good to speak to you. You've been sending a lot of questions of late. Hope the advice shared by our guests are helping you out.
यस देखिए मेरे पास 12 जून का एक्सपायरी का निफ्टी का
ठीक है।
25,000 रुपये का कॉल ऑप्शन है, ठीक है?
ओके ओके
85.11 प्राइस पे मैं लिया हुआ हूँ, तो अभी हम प्रॉफिट में ही है। तो मैं जानना चाहता हूँ कि क्या मेरे इस ऑप्शन को होल्ड करना चाहिए कि प्रॉफिट उससे निकल जाना चाहिए?
बिल्कुल सोमालिया, हमारे आज के गेस्ट हैं अक्षय जी और उनसे हम ये डेफिनेटली आपसे सलाह लेंगे। 25,000 की कॉल ऑप्शन लिया हुआ है 12 जून के लिए 85.11 पर। 4 लॉट्स हैं इनके पास, प्रॉफिट में है। अभी रणनीति क्या बनाए जिससे कि प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी बढ़े भी और साथ साथ प्रोटेक्टेड भी रहे?
देखिए मेरे हिसाब से कितने भाव पे लिए है वो थोड़ा क्रूशियल होगा, क्योंकि ऑप्शन से एक टाइम सेंसिटिव प्रोडक्ट है। व्यू तो पॉजिटिव है, 25,000 दोबारा छू सकता है निफ्टी। 24,800 का करंट मार्केट प्राइस है। मोमेंटम आज वापस लौटा है। वीकली एक्सपायरी आज निफ्टी का आपका मेरे हिसाब से अगले हफ्ते में ट्रेड बिठाया आपने, तो सलाह रहेगी कि अगर आपने कॉल खरीदा है थोड़े से लोअर लेवल्स पे, प्राइसेस आपके बाइंग से चल रहे हैं, तो यहाँ पे थोड़ी सी जो है हेज की पोजीशंस बनाना बहुत जरूरी होगा। तो आप जो है मंथली वाली आप 25,500 की कॉल ये ट्रेड के सामने बेच के रखिए, ताकि थोड़ा सा आपको हेज का भी आपको बेनिफिट मिले। तो अगर यहाँ से अगले हफ्ते तक 25,000 छू जाता है या 25,200 भी चलता है, तो आपको आपके कॉल बाइंग में जो अगले हफ्ते के लिए उसमें बेनिफिट मिलेगा। और अगर नहीं भी चला, साइडवेज रहा, तो जो कॉल सेलिंग बनेगा आपका मंथली में वो आपको हेज करने में हेल्प आउट कर जाएगा। तो होल्ड की राय है, 25,100 तक टारगेट एक्सपेक्टेशन है, बट करंट ट्रेड में थोड़ी सी हेज के चलते 25,500 की मंथली कॉल ये ट्रेड के सामने बेचने की मैं इस हेज के लिए रिकमेंड करूंगा।
ठीक है, हेज करके चलें पोजीशन सोमालिया. दैट्स द suggestion for you, as Akshay has suggested. We'll take some questions on our WhatsApp also that are coming in from our viewers. This question is from Gul. She's from Kerala. She says, I want to take a view on Taj GVK. I have 20 shares at 474. What is the future outlook on Taj GVK? Is it the right decision to add some more stocks, and what price should I add some more stocks at, is what her question is. 474 is her purchase price. Currently the stock is at 438.
The stock has drifted down a bit from a purchase price, but really, if the monthly charts have to be seen, I believe there is no reason to be concerned about. The longer term price setup is still pretty healthy. It's just short term volatility which is dragging or seeing some bit of corrective action in the stock. Overall, technically, there is a possibility that you will see new highs coming soon. Probably some more time if you give to this trade 575 is the next level. I am projecting, going by the current technical readings. 360 is the support zone. So hold, keep a stop loss of 325 if you want to have a risk management in place. But 575 is where I'm expecting Taj GVK to be heading for.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question. Next, we have a query. This one is from Gunjan. She says, "Hi Sakshi, it's a very useful show for us." Thank you so much, Gunjan, for writing in. She has a question on two stocks: Ashok Leyland from the auto space or Adani Power. Which of these stocks should she look at with fresh levels at the current levels? She has not shared a viewpoint as to what is the time horizon that she would look at, but if you look at the charts, where do you find risk reward better, perhaps?
Uh, See, if you look at Adani Powers, I think you can say almost it's been 2 years that the area of 500 to 550 is where the stock has spent majority of its time in. So
Yeah.
the nature of the stock is that it's more range bound. In the Adani group, Adani Ports and Adani Enterprises are the stocks which show promise of healthy upsides. So really, if a comparison has to be made, I believe Ashok Leyland has more promise in the auto pack, where possibly from a longer term perspective, you can have new all-time highs being crossed or tested. To 80 to 95 is the possible target expectation you can look forward to. The technical price structure is more stronger over Adani Power. So my choice would be to go for Ashok Leyland from a long-term perspective.
Okay, got that. Hopefully, this has also answered your question. Next, we have Arihant wanting to know on two stocks again. One is Niva Bupa. Here, the probably charts will be limited. Already bought at 84 odd levels. The other one is Varun Beverages. This one you still have some data. 480 odd levels is the purchase price. And Arihant wants to know where can he add more at the current levels to average his position.
So Niva Bupa, as you rightly mentioned, technically for me it will be difficult to give an advice. Data is limited and it's been range bound since it got listed. So really there is no action there. So I will give it a miss. But Varun Beverages, yes, you can consider it from a risk reward perspective. Although the FMCG pack is not shining, but I believe Varun Beverages from a long term investment perspective still is good on the technical charts. Although short term there might be still more room for downside till 420, 440. You can add on dips, and from a longer term holding you can anticipate targets till around 625. So Varun Beverages would be the choice.
Varun Beverages will be the clear choice here. Arihant, if you want to average on, this is the stock that will probably get you better returns going forward from here. We'll take the next one. This one is from Ankur Modi. He says, "Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Hope you're doing well." I'm very well, Ankur. Hope the same for you. The question is on Protean EGAV. And the question is that I want to know if a lot of opportunity for buying can be seen at the current levels, or should I avoid this stock completely? Protein EGAV, have you studied this one at all?
Again, the data points are a bit limited for me to
Sure.
come a view, but technically the stock is weak. It was in a range for long. Probably there was some news break, post which there was a strong gap down few trading
Yes.
sessions back, and it is almost trading at its lowest point. And the volumes are not that great in the last few days. So it's clearly a miss going by the current data points what I have.
Okay, fair point. Let's take our next question. We have, I think, a caller with us joining in on the program. Do we have Momita? Okay, Momita from Kolkata is now joining in on the program. Hi, Momita, how are you?
Hi, Sakshi. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well, Momita. Tell me, how can we help you today? What's the question?
Thanks for taking my query, Sakshi. Your show has been equally helpful. I've been following it regularly for like a year now. And it's
Thank you
great.
so much. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate, Momita. Tell me.
Okay, I actually needed opinion on two stocks. One
Okay.
is on Angel One, where a couple of months back when I checked, the spot had asked me to come back and check on this show again when the stock touched 3200,
Hmm.
which it has done today. So I wanted to know what should be the stand. Should I continue to hold, or it's a good time to exit? The other stock is Idea Forge, which seems to be up since yesterday. So just
Yeah.
wanted to check what are the near-term, prospects for that.
Sure, absolutely. We'll definitely ask Akshay to help you out here. The first one is Angel One. So she's been watching out very closely this stock, holding on to the stock, looking at the 3200 levels. Now, finally, that the levels have come in after a long haul, do you think the stock is ready to move up higher from here? What's the call on that? And Idea Forge, again, a stock where you would have limited historical data, but after a long haul of underperformance, lackluster move, because of the defense rally again, and because of the geopolitical tensions that we had, Idea Forge surged on the back of hopes that at least some of the drones were used in the operations. How would you really look at Idea Forge?
So first, Angel One. Well, Angel One clearly on the monthly charts, 2000 is a massive support. There have been two instances where the stock has shown a very strong tendency of a recovery from levels of 2000, and when it recovers, it goes all the way up to the all-time high levels near 3600. And in all probability, the recent set of rally, which kicked off 3 months back, is re-attempting 3600, where your major breakout levels are placed. So, from a long-term perspective, the sense is 3600 will be tested, and that too will break, for which will open up targets till around 4600. So, stay invested, continue to hold. Angel One is the call. And as far as Idea Forge, right?
Yes,
Idea Forge.
absolutely. Idea Forge.
Last month, you had massive volumes
Yeah.
surge in this stock. This stock, if you look at from a longer term perspective, has been in a one-way downtrend. Now, last 3 months, it's more of a pullback rally, which has been pretty apparent in this name. 350 to 600 is where it's almost doubled up from its lowest point, and there is still more room for this to recover all the way till 850. So, 850 is the point till where this pullback rally may extend. This is more of a pullback rally again, I may repeat. So, we are trying to exit or book out profit in case you have bought at lower rates. So 850 is the target you can expect forward in Idea Force with a time horizon of around 6 to 8 months.
Okay, hopefully, Mamita, you've got the answer to both the questions that you asked, and I hope this has given you a clarity as to how to go about it. Taking the next one, this one is from our YouTube viewer. This one is from Govind Bhatia. He says, "Hi Sakshi, good afternoon. Good afternoon to you, Akshay sir." He says, "I have eased my trip planners at 20 levels in my portfolio. I want to know, shall I continue to hold or book loss and shift to any other stock? I am from Dubai and I watch your show regularly." Thanks a lot, Govind, for writing in, and I'm glad that you're watching us from Dubai, and I hope this show really helps you out. 20 odd levels is what he bought the stock at. The stock really has seen a lot of choppiness, negative news flow, and all of that impacting the sentiment on the stock of late. Now it's at 11 odd levels. Is there any scope for the stock to move up, or will it completely test patience? Is it better to switch?
At least the technical picture says that it's better to switch over. The charts clearly are indicating a negative trend in place for Easytrip, and possibly it is heading for its all-time low levels, which is around 6. So from 11 to 6 means still you're looking at 50% depreciation from the current levels in the prices. So better take a switch over. There are no volumes also maturing right now at the current levels. In all probability, still further downside is what I look forward to. If you're planning to switch over, then I would suggest you a couple of names. Eternal, which is a Zomato. That's
Yes.
the stock which is in move today. Strong volumes which we saw lately in 240 to 220 zone. A strong technical breakout today, almost 5% up, but that's a very strong momentum pickup which the stock has seen, setting it up for levels of 300 and 325. So might as well switch over to Zomato is what my suggestion would be.
switch to Zumato, you can actually look at covering your losses, and you could also look at some adding of profits in a shorter time frame. You won't have to wait for such a long period, is what our guest has suggested here. So instead of we do get stuck in some wrong choices in our stocks in our portfolio, but the best idea is to probably not just keep holding on that there will be some brighter time coming in. It's always a better idea to look at where you can actually avoid such a long period of patience and probably look at a better prospect. So that's what been suggested to you. We have another caller with us. We have Bhaskar joining in from Gurgaon. Hi Bhaskar, good afternoon.
Hi Shakti, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very clear. Tell me.
Okay. First, let me thank BTTV and you for organizing such a precise and insightful session always on a daily call.
Thank you so much.
Actually taking common investors call with no clutter and direct advice and guidance which you give.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Coming back to the question which I have, see, I am an investor and I invest at a level when the market is very down. But I don't know which may happen with a lot of other investors when to come out of it. Okay. So I've got two stocks. One is ICICI Bank, 50 shares at the rate of 890. What to do with that? Should I book profit or come out of it? Second is I've got Bharti Airtel at the rate of 890. And should I book profit, come out of it?
What was your ICICI Bank purchase level, sir?
My ICICI Bank purchase level was 890.
And for Bharti Airtel also the same?
Bharti Airtel, it was 790. I bought it
790.
during the COVID. Yes.
First of all, congratulations. You did point out correctly that very few investors have the courage to take the benefit when the stock prices are at absolute low, when fear is at a high, and you have that long-term vision. And with that, you've actually proven that you held on with patience and you're reaping the benefits now. Bharti Airtel at 1881 right now, so you are seeing substantial move there. ICICI Bank you bought at 890, again a stock that has given you a large cap, blue chip, fundamentally stocks leaders of the pack, and you have actually held on all this while. So congratulations. Let's find out from Akshay what the view is. So his question is, are these stocks good for reinvesting after selling some shares at the current levels? What exactly should be done?
No, I think both the stocks are very sound on the price charts, and I believe still there is no reason to sell or book out profits because there is still more gains which I see in both these names. ICICI Bank has been range bound for pretty long time, but technically a very strong price structure. Here the target projections are working out till 1540, where we need to take a review again. So continue to hold ICICI Bank for targets of 1540. Second, Bharti Airtel, again another strong name from the telecom pack, which has been holding out strong irrespective of what's happening around in the market. So here you can look forward for targets till 2000, and there we need again to take a review. So 2000 is where you need to hold Bharti Airtel for. So both the stocks are sound, continue to hold them.
Continue to hold. Bhaskar, hope this has answered your question, and you could probably come back again, take another view, when the stocks have also gained about 100 to 100 levels from the current, point that they are in right now. So you do have chance to build up some more profits on that front. Take a view again, and it's no harm coming back again and keeping on, taking advice from various experts to get you the right frame of mind to address this. Thank you so much for your question. Let's take the next one. This one is from one of our viewers, Sai, and he says, hi, could you please share a view on BEL? At the current levels, can I enter? That's the question. So defense, we do know how, Akshay, this entire space has been buzzing for BEL also, for those who have forgotten that the stock had really been tampered during the entire downturn that we have seen. But look at how the stock has improved. Let's look at the last 6 months chart, and that will indicate to you how the stock has really moved up. How would you look at Bharat Electronics right now? It's one of the key large cap names when it comes to defense.
So BEL has one of the strongest chart setup, and I believe if you look at the journey in the last 3 months, I think from 240 to 390, almost 60% odd gains is from the lows of 240 is a very stunning return which the stock has given, and there is more to go from here. It is just that. Things have moved so fast in a short time frame that it's a time where the stock takes a breather before it sets up its next round of upside. So this is the phase where the stock might be in a breather. It may go sideways. There is no traction point, at least from the defense space, because a few days back there were talks of escalation of Indo-Pakistan, where defense names were on the run. So right now it's a phase where the stock might go sideways, and you won't get returns as fast as you anticipate. But definitely one of the good names to be invested in from the defense pack. And if I were to project a target, possibly 460, 475 is where you might see the stock heading for in the long term time frame.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has answered your question. We have a caller with us, Avnish Kumar Chaudhary, Muzaffarpur, Bihar. We have Avnish. Hi Avnish, how are you? अविनाश जी, क्या आप सुन पा रहे हैं? अपना सवाल पूछिए।
मैम 198 पे आईरेडा का शेयर मेरे पास 3301 है।
ठीक है।
लगातार ये 175 160 पर कंसोलिडेट कर रहा है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
स्ट्रेटजी अपनाया जाए।
जरूर आपको अक्षय से हेल्प करवाएंगे। इरेडा के ऊपर यहाँ सवाल है और 198 पर खरीदा हुआ है, कुछ 3300 शेयर्स हैं इनके पास, लेकिन ये रिकवरी के बाद एक रेंज में फंस चुका है 170 के आसपास जो है, यहाँ से फर्दर इसको मोमेंटम नहीं मिल पा रहा है। क्या लगता है आपको कि अभी इनके लेवल्स आने में कितना और समय लगेगा, और क्या यहाँ पर रिकवरी के साइंस नजर आ रहे हैं?
जी बिल्कुल, अभी रिकवरी तो आपको मिल सकती है, बट एटलीस्ट जो प्राइस और वॉल्यूम एक्शन है वो देख के लग रहा है कि शायद जल्द कुछ बड़ी रिकवरी का स्कोप तो नहीं बनता हुआ दिख रहा है। पर आपको निराश होने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है। प्राइस स्ट्रक्चर अभी भी काफी मजबूत है। 120 130 एक स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट जोन है, और ये सब जो सेक्टर्स है बारी बारी से इनमें आपको मोमेंटम लौटते हुए दिखेगा। कुछ दिनों पहले डिफेंस नेम्स इतने पिटे हुए थे, उसमें कोई ट्रेडिंग इंटरेस्ट नहीं थी, पर आप 2 महीने से देखिए सब लाइमलाइट में चल रहे हैं। वैसे इरीडा का भी टाइम आएगा जहां पे स्टॉक वापस 280 300 तक चलता हुआ दिखेगा, तो होल्ड करके चले, बस समय थोड़ा देना पड़ेगा आपको ये ट्रेड में।
ठीक है, उम्मीद करते हैं यहाँ पर भी आपको राय मिल चुकी होगी अवनीश जी। आखिर का 1 मिनट बचा है बिफोर विच वी हैव टू थैंक यू अक्षय जी। सो व्हाई डोंट यू सजेस्ट टू अस stocks which you would want to invest in, or clients of yours are investing in right now? Especially, can you also name any stock which could be looked at before the RBI policy tomorrow?
Before RBI policy, in banks, if you're looking at, I will look at private banks, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank. These two names are very strong. They have exposure in futures and options. And from a momentum perspective, these might show you a strong momentum uptick from a trader's perspective. Also good stocks to have in your portfolio. So keep a watch on these two names. Besides this, if you're looking at other stock names, I think Zumato or Eternal is, which we discussed on the show. Possibly today's breakout just sets the stock up for targets of 300 plus. So Zumato is the another stock which you have to have in your portfolio or buy afresh for targets of 300 from a medium to longer term perspective.
From medium to long term perspective, you can even buy Zumato at the current levels. If you have in your portfolios, continue to hold on. The stock is poised to move up higher. And Akshay, with that, we will thank you for being with us on the show and patiently addressing all the queries of our viewers. Always good to have you with us on daily calls. Hope you have a great time. We'll see you soon. All right, viewers, time to get into the second segment. And now we're going to be welcoming another top guest on the show. We have Ruchit Jain joining in, Vice President and Head of Equity Technical Research Wealth Management at Motilal Oswal Financial Services. Welcome to you, Ruchit. The signs of positivity emerging back on the D Street. You can see 24,800 is with us, 200 points of a run-up. This time around, it's the expiry session. Now, do you see further moves ahead?
I think the overall trend for the market still remains on the positive side only. We have seen some pullback move over last 8 to 10 trading sessions, but in that pullback move, firstly, the index has not breached its important support of 24,500 to 24,450. Secondly, if you look at the overall market breadth, in this pullback move, the market breadth was positive, which indicates that there has been more of a stock-specific buying interest which has been going on. And since the overall trend does not remain negative, so we are of the expectations that market should resume its uptrend very soon over from current levels also. So I think till this 24,500, 24,450 support is intact, the biasness remains positive, and any such kind of declines which we have seen over last few days are a good buying opportunities.
Okay, fair point. Let's take some questions now with you, Ruchit. Lots of them coming in for you as well on our viewers' choice. We have this question from Kajal Gupta. She's from Gujarat. She wants to know about FACT, that's fertilizers and chemicals. At the rate of 1,036, she bought the stock in her portfolio. She wants to know what is the future of this stock from here on. The entire fertilizers chemicals basket has been on the move, and FACT is also coming back into focus. Your sense?
So seems a bit late entry because the prices have already rallied higher in last 2 or 3 trading sessions. It was around 900 levels, and just in 2 trading sessions it went towards from 900 to 1100. So although the overall trend remains positive, but no, I would suggest to keep proper stop losses in this because these are some high beta names which usually comes with higher volatility. The immediate short-term support for the stock is now placed around 970 to 980 range. So hold your existing positions, but do place stop loss below 970 would be the advice.
Fair point. Hopefully this has answered your question. Hardik Patel now writes in, says, I have 2 stocks. One is Coal India, the other one is NTPC. दोनों में 15% तक के लॉस में हूँ. अब क्या करना चाहिए? लगातार अक्टूबर में लिया था, अब तक लगातार ये लॉसेस को ही फेस कर रहे हैं. क्या यहाँ पर कुछ आसार हैं वापस आने के? देखिए, मैं हार्दिक जी आपको भी कहना चाहती हूँ, आपने तब लिया था जब बाजार में भी एक डाउनवर्ड ट्रेजेक्ट्री या फिर कंसोलिडेशन का फेज शुरू हुआ था. सितंबर तक हम लोगों ने पीक देख लिया था, उसके बाद एक लगातार वीकनेस आई थी, और अब एक बार फिर से आपने मार्च ऑनवर्ड्स थोड़ी सी रिकवरी बाजार में वापस आती हुई देखी है. ऐसे में कई पॉकेट्स जहां पर काफी ज्यादा कंसोलिडेशन या डाउनटर्न था वो भी वापस आ रहे हैं. आपने पीएसयू स्टॉक्स लिए हैं, पावर रिलेटेड स्टॉक्स लिए हैं, तो एक बार जान लेते हैं कि अभी लॉस में एग्जिट करना आपके लिए एडवाइजेबल रहेगा या फिर कुछ आसार हैं यहां पर तेजी आने के. एनटीपीसी, कोल इंडिया. रुचित,
रिसेंट मार्केट अपमूव में दोनों ही स्टॉक्स का इतना पार्टिसिपेशन नहीं रहा है, बट नो आई थिंक प्राइस वाइज समवेयर करेक्टिव फेज नो यहाँ पे स्टॉक में नहीं लग रहा है कि करंट लेवल से ज्यादा बढ़ेगा. एट द मोस्ट एक टाइम वाइज करेक्शन में है स्टॉक्स दोनों ही, एनटीपीसी और कोल इंडिया. बट अगर आप थोड़ा समय दे सकते हैं तो हमें लग रहा है कि यहाँ से आपको एक अच्छी एग्जिट हायर लेवल्स पे मिलेगी, और करंट लेवल्स पे तो ऐसे भाव नहीं है कि जहाँ पे आपको लॉसेस बुक करने चाहिए. सो बस थोड़े से अंडर परफॉर्मर है, बट मोर कंसोलिडेशन है. थोड़ा पेशेंस और रखेंगे तो आई वुड बिलीव कि यहाँ से अच्छे हायर लेवल्स आपको मिलेंगे. मे बी एनटीपीसी में कभी फ्यूचर में 355 के आसपास आता है तो फिर से आप इसको रिव्यू कर सकते हैं. इवन कोल इंडिया में अगर 410 415 के आसपास आता है तो एक बार फिर से रिव्यू करें. बट दोनों ही स्टॉक्स में करंट लेवल्स पे आई डोंट थिंक लॉसेस बुक करने चाहिए, तो एग्जिस्टिंग पोजीशंस को आप फिलहाल होल्ड कर सकते हैं.
एग्जिस्टिंग पोजीशन को आप होल्ड कर सकते हैं. ये राय हार्दिक जी आपके लिए दी गई है. नेक्स्ट वी हैव अ लाइव कॉलर विद अस फ्रॉम कोची. वी हैव वीनो वर्गीज. हाय वीनो, हाउ आर यू एंड वेलकम टू द शो. व्हाट इज योर क्वेश्चन? वीनो, कुड यू आस्क अवे योर क्वेश्चन?
Yes, sir. My question is on Maharashtra, Bank of Maharashtra.
Okay.
I'm holding about 1,000 shares with average value of 55 to 30,000, which is very high. I thought there would be potential in it for it to go to 63 levels in a short term. I mean, let's try hope. So I want to know the analyst opinion. And am I right on it? Should I hold it? Should I add more?
Sure.
I know what
Absolutely, we know. So, Bank of Maharashtra at the rate of 55, that's the price at which you got into. You want to know what exactly should be the, strategy now onwards. Again, PSU banks is something where we have been seeing some signs of pickup happening. You bought it at 55. Right now, the stock is at 56. Yes, it is slightly volatile as well, but do we see the momentum continuing on the positive side? Ruchit, Bank of Maharashtra?
So the PSU banks have, in last couple of weeks have seen some positive moves from the lower levels, and some of them have also rallied higher with very good volumes. So we could see selective PSU banks, going higher from current levels. Bank of Maharashtra could move higher if entire sectoral up move is there, but no, rather than Bank of Maharashtra, I think we have more conviction on stocks such as Canara Bank or even Indian Bank. So I think these are the stock where the structural uptrend is there. So I would suggest to you can stay with the PSU banking sector itself, no worries in that. But I would suggest to shift to some better names, such as maybe Canara Bank or Indian Bank, could be a better bets rather than Bank of Maharashtra.
Okay, fair point. Taking the next question now, I hope this has answered your question, Vino. We have this question from Satya. He says, could you please tell me a view on Eris Life Sciences? I bought it last at 1500 levels for a momentum trade. Could you please also suggest to me a price to exit on this one as well? Let's quickly pull up Eris Life Sciences in front of us for our viewers to also see the stock price of this one. Remember, 2 weeks ago, the earnings had come in and the stock was moving up. Today also the stock is up by about 2.5-3% or at 1651. Last 1 month the stock has moved up about 9.5% odd or so. 6 months the move has been around 13 odd percent. Year to date again 24 odd percent, and in the last 1 year the stock has moved up 80% in trade. So that means the stock has been on an upward trajectory. Let's find out. Bought at 1500, continuously giving you profits. Can it be held on?
I think yes, you can continue to hold on because overall trend for the stock is positive. It is even trading around its all-time high levels only. And the good thing is that in last few days, whatever in between small corrections that we have got, the stock has managed to find a good support around its 20-day EMA. That moving average is now placed around 1540 to 1550. So it's good to hold on your existing positions. You can keep a stop loss below 1540 for now. And as the stock prices move high, you can then trail your stop losses at higher levels.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also helped you out, Satya, in understanding your clear strategy on this one. We have Kalpesh Patel writing in from Mumbai. He says he has a short on June expiry position on Chumbul Fertilizers. Bought at 560. He is hoping for a 510 kind of a level. Again, looking at the fertilizer space in momentum, he's taken a short position on Chumbul. What would you say?
So the stock has already seen a correction from 720, 730, and right now, trading quite close to its 200 DMA support. If you look at last 3-4 trading sessions, it is consolidating around its 200 DMA support, so which is around 540 to 545 zone. So this is very important support. Only if this breaks, then we would expect some more downside. But I believe that keep some proper stop losses as the cash levels 566 should be the stop loss. But as I said, it seems that price wise we've already seen a bound move, so some time wise correction could be there. So place a stop loss above 566 on your existing positions.
Okay, fair point. Hopefully this has also helped you out in taking the right strategy there. We'll take another question. This one is from Tulasi Prasanna from Vishakhapatnam. Hi Tulasi. She says I have two questions. One is on HEG and my purchase level here is 446. I'm on a 17% profit. What should be my strategy on HEG? The second one is whether I should invest in BSE at the current levels. What would you advise on both these stocks?
So HEG can hold on your existing positions with stop loss below 490. So keep a trailing stop losses, and if the stock goes towards 570, 580, then I think you can review for booking profits at higher levels. BSE overall, I think capital market segment remains quite robust. We have seen a good uptrend in most of the capital market segment stocks. Even the BSE has seen a good outperformance, but the momentum readings are a bit overbought. So one can keep a buy and dip strategy in the stock that whenever we get in between small declines, then use such declines as a buying opportunity. And from within the other stocks within the capital market segment, I think MCX is there or even CDSL is there. These are also some other names where you can look to take exposure.
Okay, fair point. Let's take some more questions then. We have this question coming in from one of our viewers on WhatsApp again. This is Swati from Jalandhar. She says, Hi Sakshi, hi Swati. Question is on JK Tires and on NIT Limited as well. So from the tire space first, JK Tires bought at 320, NIT Limited bought at 180. Wants to know, can I hold or even average any of these stocks right now? NIT was definitely a momentum play when the earnings came in, big investments also came in from ACE investors there. The stock got into focus then. JK Tires, again, the tire space has been lying low because of the auto ancillary and the auto space itself also probably facing a lot of headwinds, but things are starting to move here. How would you look at JK Tires and how would you look at NIT Limited?
So NIT Limited has been one of the underperforming stocks. So no, not expecting any significant uptrend as of now. There are no signs because if you look at last few days, the 200 DMA has been acting as a resistance and 143, 144 until the stock manages to surpass that levels. I believe that no, there are no signs of uptrend yet. So do not average out where the trend is not positive on your existing positions. The swing low for the stock is around 124, so you can keep a stop loss below 124 on your existing positions. JK Tire, yes, seems positive. We have seen that in the recent price-wise correction, the stock formed a bottom around 250, and then has witnessed a good trended up move supported by high volume. So I think this is one stock where you can expect a further up moves from current levels towards 420 to 430 going ahead. So yes, if you want to buy more or do some no averaging, then JK Tires can be bought at current levels, but not NIT Limited.
Okay, got that. I hope this has also helped you out. Let's take Alex's question now. Alex is from Kerala, writes in on Tejas Networks. His buying price is at 68. He wants a long-term view. He wants to know whether the government's push for Make in India and telecom sector is something that will benefit Tejas Networks. In the erstwhile rally on the telecom stocks, Tejas really stood out as well as one of the stocks that a lot of analysts really caught attention onto. Let's pull up the last 1 year chart. You will actually see the price movement there. And of course, we'll try and find out what has happened. So, of course, in the last 1 year, we have seen that correction happen. But before that is where the momentum came in. Let's also pull up 2 year chart. Ruchit, to you, how would you look at Tejas Networks and see? There was a period when, so you see from June of 2024 till all the way to say September, October odd or so, the stock really had moved up, or maybe till August, and after that there has been some kind of a slide down. Will that period of higher returns also come back?
So it doesn't seem that the stock would see any kind of significant trended moves because the stock has already been in a downtrend over last few months. And in spite of what we have seen an uptrend in many of the mid cap and the small cap names within the broader markets, we have not seen participation coming in on Tejas Networks. In fact, whatever pullback moves also have been there, we have witnessed significant selling pressure at higher levels on any minor pullback moves also. So remains an underperformer, and that underperformance could continue. So I would recommend to avoid any kind of bottom fishing or fresh buying in Tejas Networks.
Okay, let's take another question from YouTube. Pradeep Didwania writes in, he's from Kolkata. He wants to know about Anup Engineering. Okay, let's pull up the stock of Anup Engineering for our viewers to also quickly see. 2,833, 2% higher. Currently, almost in the last 6 months, the stock has seen a 22% correction. And although the stock did move up about 60 odd percent in the last 1 year. So the rally began in August of 2024. Peaked at around in December of 2024. There was another recovery that we saw in March that almost took the stock to 3,475, and it's again been lying low. Let's find out on Anup Engineering if there is a fresh view. The purchase price has not been seen. So basically it's a fresh investment that he wants to find out about.
So I would advise to hold on any existing positions if there are. Fresh investment can also be done, but in limited quantities. Whatever you want to buy, you can buy about 30, 35, 30 to 40% over here, and keep a stop loss below 2,570 on a positional basis, which is a strong support zone for the stock. Ultimately, the volumes are not very high, in the recent market up move. So hence, I am not recommending to go 100% longs at current levels. And once we see volume-based activity coming in going ahead, then you can look to add more positions. But for now, I think no partial quantity or limited buying can be done with stop loss mentioned.
Okay, taking the next question. This one is from one of our viewers who's not written his name, but the question is on RCF and on Kaveri seeds. The question is that I've bought RCF at 160 and Kaveri seeds at 1480. Any short-term view that you can suggest on these fertilizer and irrigation related stocks? For sure, we'll get you, but it would definitely help if you would write all your name and other details as well. Ruchit, any suggestion? RCF
So
and Kaveri?
RCF, yeah, so RCF looks positive for a possible up move towards 174. We have seen that no, the fertilizer space has witnessed a good momentum over last few trading sessions. Stocks such as RCF is there, FACT is there, good volumes have been seen. So I think you can expect some more up moves from current levels. Kaveri seeds could be more into a consolidation phase. We have seen a good up move in Kaveri seeds as well from 900 to 1550, and now there seem to be a phase where a time-wise correction could be seen in the stock in the range of 1300 to 1550. So Kaveri seeds, if you're looking from a short-term perspective, I think the trend could stay on the sideways.
Okay, let's look at the next one. This one is from Ankur. He says, Sakshi, could you please help me with views on either Kim's or Gabriel India at the current levels for long term? Kim's is from the hospital space and Gabriel India has also been in focus of late. It's one of the outperforming stocks of the past as well. We'll look at both of these at the same time. Gabriel India currently at 652. In the last 1 month alone, the stock has moved up 20%. Last 6 months, about 48% odd or so. In the last 1 year, a 73% surge has already been seen. So a remarkable move there. Let's look at Kim's, however, and see how the stock has been moving. Again, last 1 month flat, last 6 months just about a 7% move. 1 year chart will actually show you a substantial move of 74%. So both the stocks on a 1 year basis have definitely outperformed. What would you say now on Kim's as well as on Gabriel?
Yeah, so a bit positional trend still remains positive for both the stock. As you said, the last 1 year trend, if you see, then the stock has been gradually forming high top, high bottom structure, and within the mid cap segment also, these stocks have been outperformer compared to the broader market. So I think maybe just a short term consolidation could be there, but overall trend for both the stock schemes as well as Gabriel India remains positive. So if any existing long positions are there, you can keep a view of about 6 months time horizon. Then I think the stock could deliver good returns even from current levels.
Got it. We'll just take last two queries now on the show. One is from one of our viewers, again, whose name is missing, but wants a view on Indian Overseas Bank. With the PSU Bank up move, do you see IOB any sustained momentum here?
If the sector moves up, then we could see a pullback move along with the other stocks. But we had one more query, from the PSU space itself, and there I mentioned that comparatively, two of
Yeah.
the strongest names within the banking name seems within the PSU banking name seems Canara Bank and Indian Bank. So I would prefer going long, or if any existing positions are there, then shifting to Indian Bank or Canara Bank.
Okay, got that. So your choice of banks has been given to you. Please do adhere to that. Maybe that's where you can actually look at making more profits. Surinder Sharma writes in, says, I have 200 shares of JSW Infra at the rate of 300. I bought it today only for 2 months. Is the decision correct? 4% higher on JSW Infra today at 305. Bought at 300 levels for the next 1 or 2 months. Any suggestion?
I think you should continue to hold on. No, definitely, the purchase seems to be correct because after an uptrend, the stock went through a consolidation phase for the entire last 1 month. And again, today there are signs of breakout from this consolidation with very good volumes compared to last few days average. So initially, you can expect around 325, 330 on the higher side. And once the stock comes around the 325, 330 range, you can take a review again at those levels. So depending on the price volume action, you can take your decision around 320, 325.
Okay, fair point. I hope this has also answered your question. Lastly, Ruchit, we'll come to your choice of stocks as well, even though you have, during our discussion, named many as such where you prefer. But any 1 or 2 stocks that you would still like to highlight for our viewers?
So I think some of the specialty chemical names can do good from current levels. SRF has given a breakout technically from its last 1.5 to 2 months of consolidation, indicating just a resumption of the uptrend. So SRF is one stock which, if one is looking from a positional perspective, can be bought at current levels. And added, if we get any dip towards 3,000 kind of levels, stop loss should be below 29.50 and expect levels around 33.50 to 3400.
Okay, fair point. Well, Ruchit, always a pleasure to have you with us on daily calls, and
Thank you,
our
sir.
viewers appreciate all your guidance as well. So keep coming back to all of them, and of course, keep guiding them. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sakshi.
All right, viewers, we'll wrap it up at that as far as Daily Calls edition is concerned. 24,800, but you're now seeing some profits being taken off right at the peak. Let's see how the things move on as far as the markets are concerned for the next 2.5 hours. Remember, it's the expiry session. And at this point in time, when we look, the India VIX, although is down comfortable at 15.3, let's see how things pan out for all of us. We'll continue to conversate with our top market guests throughout the course of the session today. And of course, for the closing session, I'll be back. Stay tuned.